Yes. What's up, humans? What's going on? This is Isaiah Panther. Welcome back to my channel. It's a recap of the year. I know I'm coming back after some time. I really have this love-hate relationship with social media, so I appreciate everyone who is stuck by me, knows that I'll be putting out a video eventually at some point. I hope everybody's good. How is everyone? Did anyone do anything great for the holidays? I cooked with my sister. I went to the Bronx and bro, we threw down. I made turkey meatloaf with some mushrooms in it, and just made it nice and juicy. It's my signature meatloaf at this point. It's delicious. I've had friends over and they have went back for thirds. People were really let me get some more of that, and I made mac and cheese. The mac and cheese went off really good. I put 6 cheeses in there. It was delicious. I did some carrots. I basically did carrots like I would have done a sweet potato, right? I just cut up some carrots in chunks and made it like yams, and it was delicious. I only had 1 bushel of carrots and everyone was wanting more, and it was gone like that. And I did string beans, kind of a string bean almondine. I put some sliced almonds in there and just seasoned it up. Kept them pretty basic because I love green beans when they're a little crunchy still, My sister made salmon. She baked some salmon, it was delicious. It went off about 7 pieces, nice fillets and a kale salad. And she made some brownie, red velvet cupcakes. And we just went in. It was 6 of us. Nice intimate. I love intimate little gatherings like that. Honestly, too, by the way. It's big gatherings are cool. I kind of get lost in the sauce and I end up hanging out with 1 or 2 people the most that I really enjoy at the party. I guess what it is. What are the other updates? So, kind of going in reverse. I went to Brazil for a month. In November, I went from December the 31st, left out to December 2nd. And it was the hardest thing to do was to leave. I was in Sao Paulo and I just loved every second. Just some caveats, that I'll go through. One thing is if you're a black man, especially a black gay man, American, I'm just throwing that out there too. Brazil is so open and embracing to us, and I find me particular just because I can only speak for me, but it's just the second time that I went, I felt the same amount of love and immersion in the creative scene and in the art scene and the social scene, just making friends. It was so nice. And I do speak Portuguese a bit, pouco, eu falo português, mais ou menos, and it was still easy to really just get in there with the people, and I learned so much of the language. I was on Duolingo a lot before I left, and it helped so much to have that groundwork because I was able to really pick up on context and just really immerse myself in them and getting to know people and going out and talking to shop owners and shopping and getting food and paying for things and getting a cab, and just having that doorway into being able to talk to people was really nice this trip. And yeah, I just loved it. So without further ado, I'm here actually to do a haul, a review, kind of a unboxing, because I haven't really tried any of these things yet. I want to do just a recap after I've tried them, but this is the first piece out of my goodie bag here. This has a lot of things in it that I just had to re-up on since I was away. I came back and I was at the end of a lot of things that I needed, face care and home care and all of that stuff, so I just re-upped a bunch of things. First things first, this is a reed diffuser. In my home, I love to have a smell. I love a good, fresh vibe. I think smell is so connected to lifestyle in the way of nostalgia, of calming, of clean. It just evokes a lot of emotive kind of qualities when you walk into a space. And so, I've been always testing little things here and there. And this was one of the things that I saw on Amazon that I have to try out. And you know, we'll see how it goes. I love diffusers because honestly, they tend to last longer. You know, I've tried diffusers that are like on the timer, you know, when it's like, oh, it shoots out a spray here and there. And I'm just like, but I want it now. Like, that kind of dissipated, so it's like, I don't need you to gauge it, I need me to gauge it. And this is an oil, so it's kind of always adding a fragrance to the space. And so that's what I need, because it's like when you walk in your space, you want to take it all in, you know what I'm saying? So this is the oil here, and it's called Escape by Clean. I believe that's what is the name of the product, Clean. And oh my gosh, my mind, bro, my mind. Okay, so this smells delicious. This smells it has a masculine undertone to it. How would I describe this? There's a musk underneath, there's a clean top note to it, it's got a linen kind of quality, but then on the bottom end, it has a masculine kind of manliness and fresh. That's my description of this smell. That's gonna do it. That is going to do it. And let's see, you know, actually, we're gonna stay on the smell vibes. I'm growing my hair back out too. You know, this is kind of like me in the middle stages of things. I like where it's at. You know, I like having short hair. It's not so much to think about, and I can get to my scalp because you already know, if you've been watching my videos, my scalp is out of control. But we're getting there. At some point, I will have a flake-free scalp. But in the meantime, we're moving on. In the meantime, in between time, we have this piece of gear here. So while I was in Brazil, my brother there loves a plant vibe in his home. He loves to have plants around, you know, different smells of, you know, really good flowers, make the place smell good. And in the shower, not in his shower, he actually owns a spa there. It's like one of the first co-ed spas in Sao Paulo, and inside of the steam room he's got eucalyptus, you know, as a way to kind of create an aromatherapy vibe while you're in there. So I was just loving that steamy eucalyptus vibe when I was there, and I was just like, you know what, I actually want to take that back with me to my space. And so I got a stem of eucalyptus. This is dried eucalyptus. It's about 10 pieces from Amazon. And it's already got that really clean eucalyptus vibe. I love that. You know, nothing makes the day more bright than your home smelling right. Okay, and so this will go in my shower, and you know, you can hang it up. I'm gonna hang it off of my shower head and just see if I can get the aroma vibes in my shower. You know, that's just gonna be so nice. And I think all of this is adding to me wanting to stay as calm as possible, to stay as zen as possible for this new year in America that we are looking at. And I don't even need to go into detail as to that's about to ensue. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm trying to keep it as comfy and aromatic as possible. So I will be hanging this up in my shower and getting the vibes going with that. So I don't want the smell to dissipate too soon, so I'm going to just stuff that back in for now. And I think the hot air, you know, the steam and stuff will open it up a bit more. The smell's kind of mild right now on the sticks, but it is still there. Next we have, without further ado, this is a hard case for my MacBook. Before I left, I don't know if I did an update with you guys, but I'm sure in some of my older videos I can find some footage, but I cracked my screen. It was a haphazard moment during the night, wanting to close my screen, and I had an audio jack right in the corner of the keyboard and the screen. And so I went to go and close it, and it cracked the screen at the bottom, right at the bottom, and then down the right side of the screen. I had this computer like that forever, and as you can see, this is kind of the setup that I've been using, where I mirrored the screen onto this Sceptre monitor, and kind of just did a different configuration in the meantime. And I had it like that for months, and it kind of gets to that place where you're like, oh well, it's good like this, like let's just leave it like that. But when I went to Brazil, I wanted to bring my laptop. I wanted to bring my computer with me. So I got the screen fixed, 700 buckaroos. It was kind of like one of those charges where you're just like, oh, God, but it's worth it. It's an investment and I needed it. So I got it fixed. And a week into being there, the computer just stopped working. The computer just freaking stopped working. I didn't know what was going on. You think the worst. You're like, did it get wet? Did something happen? Are they gonna cover this? And I kind of racked my brain for a little bit while I was there. But then, long story short, I got back here and the computer was still under the 90-day warranty from the first fix. So they replaced the motherboard and the touch screen. So I basically have a brand new computer now. I basically have a brand new laptop with a new operating system and everything, so I'm super excited about that. And that was free, so I got this because I'm like, yo, this computer is not about to get cracked or broken or whatever under my watch again, even though this doesn't cover the actual damage that I did to the computer, which is like closing the screen, like protector is not gonna stop that. But what it will do is give me some mental comfort, just to know that I've done my extra due diligence and trying to protect this thing, because I do not have Apple Care, and that is very concerning. But I'm gonna put this on my computer in a bit, but this is just to kind of just show you guys what it looks like. Let me open it up. So let's get it open. I'm gonna get better at my setup to do reviews like this, because I hope everyone is doing well. If you have any motivating resolutions or goals maybe for the new year, those are a little bit more, I think, a better way to put it than resolutions. Somehow resolutions always just seem to devolve. But if you have a goal and you're breaking it down, it can happen. Break it down into small little goals. That's what really happened with my Brazil trip. So I'm so happy that I did that, and it motivated me for next year to just be as focused as I was on a new goal and kill that thing. You know what I'm saying? A nice black cover. It's kind of frosted actually. It's black and frosted. So we're gonna get this one popped on in a little bit. And yeah, so that's my MacBook. That's 16 inch. This is a 16 inch. So the next item that we have is oils. So, I'm an oil guy. I love to put lotions on. I brought back some really great smelling lotions while I was there in Brazil that I literally don't want to go away. So I'm like piecemealing using it just a bit here and there. And so, just to kind of have something in between using the straight up lotion that I got, that I'm gonna save. I have this argan oil. Argan oil is just, to me, such a must-have in your closet, your repertoire of oils and scents, because it's such a lightweight oil that you can kind of use it for anything, and it's very moisturizing. It's also high in vitamin E. It's got good fatty acids in it that your body tends to love. So yeah, this argan oil is gonna be my kind of like everyday oil, like for my hair, for my, you know, my ashy legs, which I can show you guys how great argan oil is right now. So let's open this bad boy up. The show must go on. You know, before I open this, before I show you how this argan oil works on my ashy legs, a tip. If you're thinking about going to South America, to Brazil in particular, Sao Paulo is where I was, so I can really only speak for there. There's one custom that I think is such a good thing to follow, even though it's a little strange for an American person. Their septic system there is not the greatest, right? So you, long story short, have to wipe, and you can't flush your toilet paper. You can't flush the toilet paper. You really need to be able to develop that method of, you know, fold, wipe, fold, wipe, fold. I mean, it's not that hard, and you really kind of like use the toilet paper to its last degree of of use, and you think that places would kind of smell like poop, or like people would just be doing everything in the bathroom. But honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I didn't go into any restroom that I was like, ugh, it smells like poop in here. Like, oh my God, it's disgusting. Like, I've walked into more American bathrooms where you actually can flush the toilet, that there are so much toilet paper being used. There's so much crap actually that's not in the toilet. But yeah, don't flush the toilet paper. I had a friend who wasn't following the customs, and you just don't want to be that guy when you're traveling as an American. Like, I think the best thing to do is try to immerse yourself in the culture. That's why you're traveling, to get away from American, you know, things, and step into and immerse yourself in another culture. So yeah, you know, don't be an obnoxious asshole. That's all I gotta say. So anyway, let's get to it. We're gonna pop this open. Please don't spill on me, because I'm clumsy. And I learned that about myself. That didn't get it all the way open, but just, what? Okay. Get that bad boy nice and snug on there. And let me show you guys how ashy these legs are. Okay, so I'm not sure if you can get into the ash. If you can see the ash on that leg, maybe. But let's... And I don't want to get any of this on my new carpet. For all you foot lovers out there. But look how shiny. Super lightweight, super moisturizing. Oh, you got a fresh, moisturized leg. Pedophiles out there. Look at that glistening glow. Just from like a little bit. It goes a long way. Definitely goes a long way. Okay, that feels good. Next, this is a 3-piece set from Pyongyang Yule. If I'm butchering that Chinese pronunciation, please don't come for me. I love you guys. But I also know that China is really good with skincare. This is a toner, cream, and serum, right? But this is what the set looks like. This is what... Oh. Yay. And so the first piece that fell out, we can actually just talk about that. This is the serum. Look at how aerated that is. You know, we got nice bubbles in there. It looks pretty thick. I have tried it out and it's very lightweight. It's very lightweight. I don't want to use anymore because I'm like so kind of a process, but bear with me. Good morning. So I'm out the shower, fresh face, cleaned off, and so we're going to go in with the routine. We're going to go in with the skincare. We're going to start with the toner. The toner is where you really start to cleanse the face up and then get everything prepared for moisturization and, you know, brightening. All right, so we're opening our Pyongkang Yul toner. Ooh, all right. Toner open. I don't have my cotton pads. I usually like to do this on cotton pads. I feel like cotton pads are just better at face care, but we got cotton balls, so we're gonna use that. And basically, you want to just cleanse this, wipe the skin down, any leftover cleanser. There's not really a smell or anything. Lightweight. I mean, I usually use like a witch hazel. I feel like that gets the job done, but when you do specialized toners, they kind of come with like extra boosting and like, you know, clarifying agents. So if I could read what's on this bottle, I probably could tell you a little bit more, but you basically want to just like cleanse the skin with the toner. So that was really nice, you know, nothing too offensive about that. And I'm actually, before I do the serum, I'm going to go in with the brightener. This is my vitamin C kind of go-to serum. And so, yeah, this is a vitamin C. You know, I love a good dropper. I have so many of these droppers around. Elixirs and tinctures and stuff like that is like so my vibe. Like, I probably will do a video just on tinctures. Little vials of things. Like, I have so many little vials of things. It's so good. It's super good to have like little things that you can just take and use that are like kind of potent and concentrated for a certain need. Yeah, so this is the vitamin C. If you haven't already and you want to get your skin game up for 2025, add you a good vitamin C to your regimen, okay, and you'll be good. And hey, I think that's like all. I have vinyl floors in my apartment and I slip sometimes on these floors. So I got a rug and I think it goes with the vibe in here. Let me know what you guys think. So this is the rug that I got from my place. It's actually gray and it's got kind of a greenish tint to it. Not sure if the camera picks it up here, but this kind of like, and it's really soft. It's very soft. It's thin, lightweight. I think it's washable. I think that's about it in this haul. You know, this was all that I got so far, just to kind of keep myself on the up and up for the new year. You know, you want to start the new year fresh with all your things that you need and like make sure your affairs are in order financially. That's something else I've been working on, is like shoring up my business mode with things like LLC and taxes and, you know, getting all that together. It's better to do it sooner than later. That's what I'm telling myself, because it doesn't feel so overwhelming and it can be a little bit more detail oriented when it comes to that. So I thank you guys so much for watching. This was an update. The food, like, I don't know, there's just so many things I could say about Brazil, and maybe I'll just do a whole different kind of video on that on my trip. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope everyone had a really great year. This year was definitely ups and downs for me, but I had some great highlights towards this last quarter with my trip and work and just motivating myself with the gym all year. Seeing goals come to life has just been so motivating, and I'm really excited about the new year. So hope everyone is doing well. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next year in 2024. In 2025. Thank you so much for watching. Be free, be free, be free, humans. I'll see you soon.